Welcome back, everybody. We're here once again with Final Fantasy 14. We just got met for our contingent that we're heading into Garlemald with. Very interesting crowd. Kinda surprised I didn't see Fordorla in here, but maybe she's still coming up, who knows. Besides the delegates assembled here, the Amajah and several other tribes offer to send troops of their own. Fortunately, due to their physiology, many would struggle simply to survive the harsh climate of Isambard. They also like to prove tempting targets for reduction by the Telephori. All things considered, they can better aid the cause with bolstering our defenses in Erosia, but their eagerness to do more has been noted. We few shall have to suffice. Ere we embark, we must distribute the warning seals to our comrades. Care to do the honors? Alright. We heard it would be cold in Garlemald, so we came prepared. Here, have a warning seal. Ah, the talismans. We're to keep these close at all times, yes? I'll see that no one misplaces theirs. And before I forget, I have a message from Hian. Distant lands in time to strive, together stand, together fight. In darkness shines the light of life. Hope I have done his words justice. Doma, like many of Othrod, have been plagued by the towers, yet while he could not be here, he wished to express his shared conviction. He and Igiri labor without rest to unite the people, and with their aid we will keep the enemy at bay. We of the Steppe and the Eastern Lions will repay their efforts by ending this war. Yes? So these are the famed warning seals, left for me and my men, I see. Under normal circumstances, I would not be allowed to travel outside the 12's Wood. The Elder Caesar, however, has granted me special permission. She has bid me lend my magic to the people of Garlemald while learning all I can of their ways. In doing so, I'll come closer to understand myself and my place in the world, or so she says. I say it is past time our allies to benefit from the power at Caesar's disposal. Some bemoan that we hide our light under a bushel, and I tend to address that criticism. Here, you got something for us. Yes, we do. Yeah, them skills everybody's been talking about. Pretty little things, aren't they? Reckon they'll be worth a gil or two when this is all over, but we'll hold on to them for now. One more thing, I know what you're thinking. Why didn't they send Neziar instead? Bugger if I know. All the Admiral and Captain Hillefort told me was that they need someone to help safeguard the future, and here I am. Can't say they haven't got a sense of humor. Of course, some of you might be wondering what good a pirate is on dry land in the middle of a sliding snow of all places. Well, me and my crew will do whatever needs doing, so let's set sail however the sailing goes in airships. Yeah, he's got a point. So the ring scales I spy, not that I would know what they look like. Yeah. Ooh, look at these. Even a layman like me can tell they're bursting with ether. All the better to fend off the tempering waves, is that the right term? Anyway, they'll give us one less thing to worry about. Which just leaves the other mountain of whatever else is waiting for us in Garlemald. Only one way to find out, eh? And nervous or not, I'd march through all 7 hills that gave me a chance to put Zenas back in the grave where he belongs. Ring skills for the Ishgardian delegation, I take it. Many thanks, these talismans may prove to be the deciding factor in the battles to come. I find myself conflicted by this foray into Garlemald, sent by the Empire to infiltrate Ishgard, only to throw in my lot with those whose secrets I was supposed to be stealing. And I lead a mission to save the countrymen I betrayed. But that is doubtless why I was chosen by Lord Ermac. He would have me put my extensive knowledge and former ties to good use. I will not disappoint him. For the future of Ishgard, Garlemald, and the world at large, I'll lead us to victory. You have the warning scale for me too. Thank you for this, and for going to such incredible lengths for the sake of my people. Though I have little to offer in return, I would impart some advice if I may. You have been told by many to wear the coat of Isambard, and I cannot stress enough that this is no token warning. I'll be distributing specially made warming tinctures, courtesy of the Alchemists Guild, but understand that there are no such substitute for proper protection. I leave the provisioning of said protection to your discretion. Now let us proceed to Alamegan Quarter. While you make your final preparations, I'll have the pilots ready the airships. This is our last chance to make ready before we set forth. You wouldn't need to worry about Yarnjay and I. We still have what we wore in Garlemald before. Stinian claims to be quite warm and toasty beneath his armor, since he spent a fair bit of time up north recently as well. I've no reason to doubt his words. Most of the others will be bothering Grand Company stock. The rest of you could do likewise, I suppose, provided you're not overly conservative style. Not to put too fine a point on it, but I wouldn't be seen dead in one of those ridiculous overcoats. If only I had time to find something to my liking. Hark, is that the cry of science and Eva Taylor I hear? But how? I have my ways, and yes indeed. You thought you could seek off the Isabard without telling me? Nothing escapes my notice. Now you will wear these garments I'm made for you, whether you like it or not. Never cease to amaze. But why do you need a new outfit as well? Wait, are you coming with us? What? No, of course not, silly. It's all in the same name of fashion. We're in the pursuit of the highest quality fashion. Besides, how can I expect others to wear my creations if I've never worn them myself? I did have one other thing to share. Mogvis and Buelarida have finally returned from assignments in faraway lands. They'll be staying at the Rising Stones for a while to keep an eye on events through Erosia. Since they'll be running things back at headquarters, I was wondering if I could lend a hand in Charlian. Oh, why not? You can keep Carl company in the Odessian Annex. Yes, we'd love to have you there, and I heard Abmos and Bolivia did a fine job carrying on in your steed while we were lying comatose. With them in charge of the Rising Stones, we have nothing to worry about. My thoughts exactly. Also, while I'm confident that you won't go collapsing again, because a certain someone who shall remain nameless isn't in a position to transport your souls to another world, I think similarly disastrous were to happen, I'd be well positioned to do something about it. Anyway, I've got a few things to take care of, and then I'll make my way to Charlian. I really do hope these new clothes are enough to keep you warm in Garlemald. It's not much, but it's the only thing I can think of for you, other than pray for your safe return, which I will every day. Let's not keep the contingent waiting any longer. Here are your winter woolies, handcrafted by yours truly. Oh, we got a coat. Nice. Get a message. And we'll count. Do it. Cast the prism. There we go. Now we have our coat on. I've told the airship pilot I've been sent to meet you. Ah, there he is. Alright, this is where we go our separate ways. Do be careful, won't you? It seems like something weird's gonna happen. It's an honor to finally meet you. We of Garlemald Ironworks will be ferrying you and your contingent across the mountains and into Garlemald. For many of us, it was something of a homecoming. Our illustrious founder was only our most notable imperial defector. For that reason, the company is committed to the success of your expedition. Our resources are at your disposal. If there's not, we might be able to do further assistance. Please don't hesitate to ask. If you're ready to depart, I'll ready the engines. Alright, seems like something big's gonna happen here. So let's go ahead and do this. Onward to Garlemald.
Ilsabad, divided in twain by a vast mountain range. Those who would traverse its jagged peaks face peril at every step. But why go by foot when one can simply fly? On the outskirts of the Imperial capital, in the frozen wastes of the Magna Glacius, the winds howl in icy protest, as if to warn against further trespass.
We've received word from Thancred's reconnaissance party. They have sighted a detachment of heavily armed Imperials.
Survivors of the Civil War, perhaps?
Perhaps, but there is more to it than that. Maxima reports that they are led by Vergilia, legatus of the 3rd Legion, which comprises the bulk of their number. However, they are also joined by several members of the 1st.
From what I recall, the 3rd Legion fought for Nerva in the War of Succession following Varus's death. The 1st, on the other hand, were under the direct command of the Emperor and rejected Nerva's claim to the throne. These legions were enemies.
Indeed. In fact, our sources claim that it was a conflict between them that sparked the Civil War. Yet now, these former foes cooperate to defend a ruined Garlemald from invasion.
Then it is all but certain they have been tempered.
So, what's the plan? If me and my crew is out reaving, we charge straight in, no messing about. But that ain't what we're here for.
Quite right. Soldiers or no, they are people of Garlemald, the very ones we have come to aid. Direct confrontation is unavoidable. Nevertheless, we must make every effort to limit casualties on both sides. Rather than kill them, I would remove them from the field.
How so? Savage beatings, disarmament, and imprisonment? Not impossible, but easier said than done in the heat of battle.
Having observed the opposition, I imagine Thancred had something to suggest?
He did. He and the other scouts have already infiltrated a supply depot some distance beyond the Imperial detachment's current position. Stored within is a stockpile of Magitech armaments, and once we give the signal, Thancred's team will destroy them all. In so doing, we will deprive frontline troops of materiel, and likely force the detachment to send men to investigate.
Divide and conquer. Not a bad idea.
Once the scouts have finished their preparations, we will split into 2 groups. The first will form the vanguard, while the other brings up the rear with our supplies. As for the Scions, I ask that you lend your assistance where you deem it needed most. I would prefer, however, that you accompany the rearguard and be prepared to join the van at a moment's notice. Kept in reserve as our trump card, so to speak.
Your proposal was well received. More specifically, they asked that we destroy the Imperial's toys in as spectacular a fashion as possible.
Pistola always did have a flair for the dramatic. She's not an easy woman to please, but I shall do my best to satisfy her thirst for fireworks. All right, once more for my peace of mind. Our first objective will be to rig the enemy's magitech with explosives. After we've withdrawn to a safe distance, we'll detonate them remotely. Our second will be to issue a deactivation command to the automated units via the control terminal. If our calculations are correct, this signal should reach those deployed on the front line, giving our friends a much-needed upper hand. A blizzard will help us stay hidden, so let's aim to get in and out before it passes. Trust in the plan, and we should all live to see tomorrow.
In the meantime, I will relay messages back and forth as the situation unfolds. You'll forgive me if I ask again, but are you certain you wish to play the lone wolf?
Wouldn't have it any other way. Call it foolish and reckless if you like, but I'll get the job done. I always do.
Very well. I wish you the best of luck.
Alright, I'm assuming we're playing Thancred then. Guess we'll see in a moment here. Assuming there's nothing else you wish to confirm, we may commence the mission as soon as you're ready. Mission exclusive actions? That might be something I should look over. Dogs use the bomb, and use the other two for soldiers. Okay. I'm glad I looked at that at least. Okay. Let's commence it.
Keep your wits about you.
It's time. We only have one shot at this, so let's make it count.
Guess I'm going this way. Okay. So I only have 10 seconds on this. Okay. Oh, here's the controls. Set the explosives here. Okay. There was a thing around here somewhere. I don't know where it went off to. Oh, the slasher, okay. I'm assuming that Let's, don't want to mess with those. Okay. Ew. It's out of the way. I'm not actually sure how you would do that, since they would, Come on. Move along. There we go. Just try and, move on the way of them. Oh, that was good that I got some deception, like, right then. Okay, only the dogs I can use the bomb on, apparently. The slashers, I guess I can't really do anything about. Unless I can, like, incapacitate the slashers as well. But I think they might just be an enemy that you're not supposed to be able to, like, do anything about. So go ahead and just get the explosives, and we'll move along.
This is Thancred. The explosives are in place.
Very good. All is proceeding as planned. Head to the control terminal. It should be to the northwest.
Understood. Have the others wait at the rendezvous point.
Alright. Just wait for the slasher to go by. I'm assuming it's patrolling right by the door, so I have to probably go there as soon as it turns around. Yep, okay. Got a bit of stuff going on here. But it's just all about taking your time, I guess. Ooh. That's bad timing there. Shoot, okay. Okay, I think I've taken care of all the personnel around, I think. No, there's still a couple around, okay. bad spot to be. Okay, as soon as it moves, I'm gonna run over there and hit the dog.
Damn, spotted.
That was unfortunate. Alright. At least with one of the slashers out of the way, it makes things a lot easier, I think. Just about there, at least. Come on, there we go. Just have to worry about this one slasher, basically, but once it goes by, I can just knock out that person and grab the control panel. Alright, now. And we're done. Let's go ahead and get through here. Very unfortunate spot where we're all at right now. I think I can get this. All right.
You are returned, and none the worse for wear, to my considerable relief.
What news from our comrades?
They stand at the ready.
Excellent. Then let the fireworks begin.
The blizzard's beginning to clear. The Vanguard should be engaging the Imperials any moment now, if they haven't already. Ishtola and the others are with them, so I'm sure they'll be all right, but... Wait! Something's coming!
Looks like we ain't the only ones who sent out scouts. Keep them away from the carriages! We lose those, and we're as good as dead!
Alright, so it's gonna be a defense mission, I guess, for the keep the damages from the carriage, I guess.
Fighters! Protect the others!
Holy circle! Let's do some damage. Alright, let's move on.
A brief respite, but stay alert.
I guess I don't find anything off this way.
Keep the carriages safe.
Now I can move up. Alright.
Friends, the savior of XIV is here!
Over here.
A fine display, but the other carriages are still in danger. Go on ahead.
Radio.
We'll hold the line.
We're the only ones who struggle. Oh, we put our backs into it then. I've been itching for a good scrap.
Yeah, luckily as a tank I can pretty much take a lot of the aggro off of the rest of the NPCs. Oh. Holy Spirit time.
You lot alright back there? We're fine. I'm ready for more. Hear that? Get to the front and turn the tide.
So we're heading upwards.
Removed from the field was not a euphemism for enthusiastically murder.
It's nothing that won't heal in time. The trouble is, their tempering has made them utterly fearless. Subduing them would be easier if they had the capacity to submit in the first place.
Well, this is the path our young charges would have us walk, and that we all agreed to follow. You knew it would be hard, yet still you pledged your lance, did you not?
That I did.
And Legatus is on the field.
That's for Gilia. Damn it. I need to help the others take her down.
There's no end to them!
I was wondering when you'd turn up. There's no stopping us now. Come on, let's show them what we're made of.
I honestly thought there for a moment they were gonna make me fight as somebody else again.
We have them now! Onwards!
We are absolutely devastating people here. Nice.
Right! Let them have it!
Go in the holy circle here, why not? Come on, friend.
That's her! Virgilia!
Where is she?
You're far behind!
Oh, there! I forget if that was marked or shared damage or not. Just high spirit this a bit. Definitely has a large bit of damage. At least she was following me, instead of following one of the NPCs. I'll take that hit. Ooh boy.
Or die!
There we go. I'm good. Let's continue. Currently smashing her, that's for sure. I'll just get away from them because I don't know if that's okay.
Before the sun!
Dang. And it's complete. I think we've made it.
Rest! Recover! Reclaim yourself! Then we will fight again! To the death! Sadu Hatun!
That was the last of them. The day is ours, thanks to your timely arrival. What of the supply caravan? Outmaneuvered, but not outmatched. Good. Let us take the Imperials into custody and rejoin our comrades. And soon we shall arrive at the capital.
so cold and unforgiving. Thus spoke Emperor Solus as he gazed upon his barren domain. "800 years it had been since the Garleans first set foot here. Bested by the Kavosi after centuries of war and driven from fertile southern pastures into the blasted northern wastes. In that garden of desolation, they clung to one another for warmth, freezing, hungry, desperate, hated. The chosen forsaken. In the year 1513 of the 6th Astral Era, a young legatus named Solus single-handedly sparked the Magitech Revolution. How did he conceive the machina that feed on ceruleum? Once a common, soft-spoken soldier, how had he so quickly ascended through the ranks? Like so many others, those who knew the truth are gone. Taking in the capital with his eyes for the first time, I recall thinking to myself, far colder on the earth than in the heavens. Yes, far colder indeed. Bitterly so.
Not so much as a whisper.
The roads leading beyond the city walls would have been used less in recent years. Nevertheless, this was one of the most important gateways into the capital.
A buzz day and night with activity, aye. Merchants passing through the checkpoint, many of them stopping at the local hostelries.
Surely they cannot all have been tempered.
We can consider the question after we have made camp. If we spend any longer outside, we may well freeze to death where we stand. The tempered Imperials, too.
This will be our temporary base of operations. Secure shelter for ourselves and the injured, and dispatch scouts to survey the surrounding area.
If we're planning on staying here a while, we ought to give this place a proper name.
Well, the constant sound of ice cracking underfoot makes me think of broken glass. An apt name, perhaps. But enough of this. To work, everyone!
Interesting Aethernight style there, too. Gotta tune into this before I do anything else. I think this is probably a good stopping point in any case. That was a very long duty instance in any case. So, probably may as well just go ahead and stop here, and we'll continue on in the next video, which will probably be another time for me. I think I'll be heading to sleep now. 4:30 in the morning. In any case, enjoy yourselves.